friends, it's Peggy Noe for PrettyPaperCards.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm here today to give you a preview of a brand new suite that's going to be released early. It'll be in our 2020 to 2021 annual catalog, which goes live on June 1st to customers. But this particular suite will be released early. It's called the Ornate Garden Suite. To customers on April 1st. So that is not too far away. And for demonstrators, I've already been able to pre-order it so that I can show it to you so that you can get as excited as I am. And one of the things I want to show you today that I especially love is these brand new Ornate Layers dies. And I wanted to show you what they look like. They are fabulous. And so let's just take a look. And what I've done is I've die cut a piece, one of each of the dies, so we can see exactly how they work. They are scrolled, and they also have little tiny dots in them with a scroll edge. Isn't that so pretty? Now this would be something that would fit on the card, your card front. It'll fit on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch card front, so it would be a great basic background. And they're meant to layer. So let's see also how they layer. Now this is the second largest one, and this one has scroll work in addition to the dots. And isn't that gorgeous? This, I think, is my favorite from the set. It's very beautiful. And now this is the same color. If I really layered it on a card, I would have it cut in different colors. But there is how it layers on top. Isn't that gorgeous? Beautiful. And I do want to give you a little hint. With these dies, you really need, you're going to need to work a little bit to get the dots and the little card stock pieces out there. So I use my Take Your Pick tool, and I would highly recommend it to you. It has different ends that are interchangeable, and the end that you need is the one that is the brush end, and it comes with this little pad so that you can brush out the little dots and work that a little bit to get the dots out. And you'll be able to see in some of my dies, I might have gotten them out of the dots out of the paper, but some of them are left in the dies. I was in such a rush to use these, so I'm going to have little dots all over. So let's go to the next die, and that one is this Elongated Rectangle. Now it does not actually layer on the other two we've just looked at, but it layers with some other things. And this one, I think that's actually the back. There we go. This one has not only kind of a scalloped edge and dots, but it also has stitching. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can see it on this die. I need to go back and get those little dots out, but I was in such a rush. Okay, the next one layers with this one, and it is a rectangle, a beautiful rectangle with the scroll work. Look at how pretty that is. Isn't that beautiful? And look at how, now this time I do have the contrasting colors. Look at how pretty that is. I just love that. This is why I wanted to show them to you, because they're so beautiful, and we're going to be able to use them in so many ways. Then the next two, this one is a stitched rectangle, and this is some like ornate floral design that you can put right inside that rectangle. And so I did that so that you can see. Now it would be fun to do that in a contrasting color, even another contrasting color, wouldn't it? But those are two separate dies. Isn't that so pretty? Or you could just do it like that. There are so many options with these dies. And there's more. There's even more. So this is a smaller rectangle with the beautiful scroll work there. Isn't that pretty? And then we have another floral type design that can fit inside. Now this time I did it separately from this die so that you can see. You could just do that on a card or anything else, or you can certainly do it inside of there. Can you believe those beautiful dies? It is a set of, let me see how many, if I can see here, 8 different dies, but boy, are they gorgeous. So I really want to recommend those to you. Now I'm going to show you more. Another item in the suite is this beautiful ornate floral 3D embossing folder. And the picture here, let me turn this right side up, doesn't really give the real beauty of it. So I have done a few for you. This is a piece of mint macaron that has been dry embossed with that embossing folder, and this is a piece of Whisper White. And I did a little sponging with a sponge dauber. I think it might be Daffodil Delight, the color. And I am not the best at my sponge daubering, but you can see how pretty it is, how you can color it. Now, a hint for this product, this is a 3D embossing folder. So if you're going to use it with your Big Shot, what you'll need is your base plate and nothing else except this blue embossing plate. And if you don't have that, I'm going to put the link to that down below, and I'll also put the link to the Take Your Pick tool, because this is, it works beautifully when you have that plate. Okay, now what other items are in this suite? As I told you, I didn't get everything, but I did get this stamp set. It's one of 2 stamp sets, and it's called Ornate Thanks. And what I like about it is it has these different fonts. These are the main fonts, you know, thank you, my friend, thank you from the bottom of my heart, so grateful for everything. So you can mix and match this stamp set. And a hint for this stamp set is that it's photopolymer. So I use one of my Stampin' Pierce mats, and I cover it with some grid paper so that I don't get it dirty. And just to show you, this is how you would mount your photopolymer stamp. So you get all the photopolymer stamps here. You mount it on a clear block, and then you place your, just for a sample, even though this is embossed, you put your ink, you wouldn't do this, but this is a sample, and then you stamp on top of this pad, and that gives a better impression for you. So I'm just giving you some hints today of ways to make your stamping and die cutting and embossing come out perfect. Now wait till you see this. These are the Gilded Gems. Look at those. I'm going to hold them up to the camera. They're beautiful, faceted, and they're gold. They're covered in, well, not real gold, of course, but gold. And they are really pretty. Then we have 2 beautiful ribbons, and I've been using this one a lot. They come as a pack, and it's called, let me see, the Ornate Garden Ribbon Combo Pack. This color is Old Olive, the green, and the kind of orangey color is Terracotta Tile, which is one of the in colors from 2019 to 2020. And they complement each other beautifully, don't they? They're 1/4 inch, and they look like satin to me, but it doesn't say on the packaging, so I really am not sure. But they're beautiful, and they go beautifully. Look at that with those gold gems. Now, for the designer series paper, this is so pretty. This one I've used, and I'm going to show you a card. There's my little dog, Ellie. She's in here. Ellie, she hangs out with me while I'm stamping. And so these are 2-sided. And this is the one side, and this is the second side. They are beautiful. They're beautiful floral designs and kind of ornate to go with the set. This one I really like too. Let's look at the back of this one. Oh, right, they have gold foil. Isn't that beautiful? And what the stamp set I didn't get is a floral stamp set that is very similar to this foil. And then here are the same similar floral images on another piece. And the back of this sheet is, ooh, isn't that pretty? Another gold foil floral. Then we have, now mint macaron is one of the complementary colors, like I mentioned to you. And there's a beautiful, I think this is Old Olive and gold foil ornate pattern. Here's the back of the one we saw before. This is one of my favorites. And the background of this is another ornate look. This is with mint macaron instead of the Old Olive. I'll show you the difference. See that difference? So you have mint macaron, Old Olive with the gold foil. And we've already seen that pattern. We've seen this pattern. But I don't know if we saw the back to that pattern. So that is a floral, tiny floral without gold foil. And that's it. Aren't they beautiful? I really think you're gonna love this set. And I'm gonna show you my first card I made with it. Now, I'm not going to give you the directions to the card. I'm not posting it on my blog until closer to when the suite goes live. But I just wanted to show you what can be done with it. So this is some of the designer series paper. This is a piece of Whisper White cardstock that was cut with that, what I told you was my favorite size die. And then this is the embossing. I used the embossing folder, and this time I think I used So Saffron to sponge. I've used the little gold, I want to use the right name, Gilded Gems. This pink is a piece of Rococo Rose, which is another one of the colors that goes with it. This is one of those sentiments, and some of the pretty ribbon in a bow. Now the inside of the card, I used the thanks, and I cut that with, this is a different die. This was So Sentimental, the So Sentimental bundle die. And then I put the paper on the flap of my envelope. So this is just my very first card with this. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun with this suite. And I just wanted to give you a preview. So be ready for April 1st. Come back and go to my blog, prettypapercards.com. Or on the bottom of the video, you have a link under the video to my store. On April 1st, this will be available. Or if you'd like to sign up as a demonstrator with me and be part of my Sweet Stampers team, you can order this right now. So contact me at Peggy at prettypapercards.com if you have any questions. And I'll see you another time with more of the Ornate Garden Suite. Thank you. Bye-bye.